Daisy and the Express Coaches. Daisy is a diesel rail car that works on the Farquhar branch line and the Harwick branch line. She views herself as superior to engines that don't carry passengers without coaches, and she's very polite to buses. She views them as diesel rail cars like herself, but off rails, so she often compliments them. However, she does sometimes get a bit over the top on her compliments. "Hello, Bertie," she said to him one day. "Oh, hello, Daisy. I see you've been a diesel rail car en route as great as you could be today." She replied, "Oh, well, thank you, but I must get on my way now." "Okay, safe travels, and keep up the hard work, you too." However, she does not have much care when it comes to pulling stuff like coaches and trucks. She will do anything to get out of it. But perhaps her greatest weakness is looking like a coach. She's very much basically a coach that can drive itself. However, this does bring a ton of problems when it comes to her, and she often gets mistaken for being a coach, and mainly one of Gordon's Express coaches. And this is the story of one of these mix-ups. One summer morning, Edward was heading into the yard. He was excited. He was excited that he was going to be shunting Gordon's train. He doesn't usually shunt in Knapford's yard, so he was happy to help Gordon get his train. However, he soon noticed a strange-looking coach inside him. "What's a coach doing there?" he thought. "I suppose that's the top of my wants a new fifth coach for Gordon's Express. I'll shunt it up to these coaches," he thought. And so he did it. He shunted the coaches up to what he thought was a strange-looking coach. But then when he buffered up to it, he heard a "Ow! What was that for?" "Daisy, first young engines get me mixed up for being an express coach for Gordon, and now the older ones. I guess I have to sometimes sleep here because I have to start my journeys from here sometimes. But being buffered up to the express is not a pleasant surprise, Edward," she said. "I am highly sprung." "Oh, not this again," said Edward. "I'm being shunted with some express coaches are bad for my swerves." Edward grumbled and rolled his eyes and went to give Gordon his coaches. "Ah," she thought, "what a wonderful morning." However, later that day, Gordon puffed into the station. "Stanley, get out of my favourite siding," he said. "Oh, sorry," said Stanley. "Anyways, what do you want?" "I'd like you to get my express ready," said Gordon. "Okay, and then I can come back to this siding and take another rest," said Stanley. "No, that's my siding." "Please, Gordon, I really need the rest. I've been overworked." "Okay," said Gordon. "Oh, thank you, Gordon," said Stanley, and he went off to the yard. Stanley puffed into the yard and went over to the track where Gordon's coaches were. "Ah, there we go," he said. "Gordon's Express." He cobbled up to it, but noticed a green-looking coach inside him. He thought. "I wonder what that green express coach is there for. I think it might be for Gordon." Maybe I forgot the third coach, so that might be his replacement coach until we get a new fourth one, I mean. He didn't know that it was Daisy who was snoozing in the siding after after doing her work. So Stanley puffed out of the siding and went to puff her up to Daisy. I sure hope this coach is the coach that's right, he said. And then he buffered up to Daisy. However, she had just been in a very deep sleep, so she didn't wake up properly. What's happening? She said. Wake up, lazy coach, said Stanley. You're needed for Gordon's Express. Gordon's Express? She said. I'm not an express coach. I'm highly sprung, and that would be bad for my swerves. No matter how much Daisy tried to tell Stanley, it just would not work. He thought that Daisy was an express coach, and that's exactly what he did. Stanley, where are my coaches? All right, Gordon, I'm coming. Help, help, I'm an express coach. I can't do anything, said Daisy. She was being shunted up to Gordon. Then she was buffered up to him and was coupled up. Oh no, this will be bad for my swerves, and my springs will spring me away, she said. There you go, Gordon, said Stanley. Now time for my rest. Said Gordon. These buffers feel a bit more circular than the oval, but from what I'm used to, but these should be alright, he said. The guard's whistle blew after everyone got in, and he steamed away. No, said Daisy. I can't be pulled. I'm not an express coach. I'm Daisy the Diesel Rail Car, not Daisy the Diesel Express Coach. Then Gordon stopped in shock. Daisy, what are you doing on my express train? Said Gordon. Well, Stanley mixed me up for an express coach, said Daisy. Oh dear, said Gordon. Now there'll be more passengers waiting at the platform, and they'll have to be waiting for another hour or so, said Gordon. Well, I can't pull anything, Gordon. It's bad for my swerves and bad for my springs, said Daisy. However, Gordon saw through Daisy's lies, and so he rushed to go and find Sodor and Hat, and he told him his plan. And so for the rest of the day, Daisy did Gordon's express work. Since she was technically a coach herself, this meant she could carry some passengers while also putting passengers in the coaches. This also meant that, well, she could carry passengers over to destinations in reverse when she was going back to Knapford to get some more coaches. Oh dear, thought Daisy as she did the jobs. I think she's learned a lesson about sleeping in the yard, don't you?